Hey everybody, Mandus here with Maximum Muscle Report. We're at the 2018 Tampa Pro, the last weekend to qualify for the Olympia. And like I've said before, once a champion, always a champion. Autumn Swansen back in the winner's circle. How's it feel?
Awesome, awesome. Thank you for always being in my corner and being there for me. We go way back, Mandus and I, from my very first Olympia days, and still my favorite look. So, last weekend it meant a lot to me, or whatever weekend that was. They're all running together now, but you're like, you're back, you're back. So that gave me all the confidence in the world, and to have your support means the world. So,
Absolutely.
feels really good.
Well, it's interesting. It's not something that's uncommon in athletics, but when it happens, it's always about how an athlete is going to respond. You're someone who was used to being at the very top of the sport, and like I said, once a champion, always a champion. And then you had about a year and a half or so where things just weren't quite working the way you're used to them working. A lot of people quit or throw in the towel, not you, and here you are again. I can't imagine how you feel right now getting ready to go back to the O and the package you're going to bring. Has it really sunk in yet?
Well, I'll be honest, I had pretty much just given up. Like, I was just going to come here and have fun because my plan in my mind was I was going to use this as a warm up show. I would have already qualified by now, and I was going to, just be that much tighter for the Olympia. And that is not what happened. I got my butt kicked several times. And so, I was just like, you know what, just like whatever happens, I just wanted to basically just let my body just continue to improve. And I knew that I had it in me. It was just a matter of my body cooperating. So I just didn't give up. And I'm really glad that I stuck with Physique. Ultimately, that's what I wanted to do. But it's like you got to go kind of sometimes with what your body's looking. And my body was not coming in. My glutes and hamstrings are always a problem for me. But my body seems to be responding now, and we're going at a good rate. So I'm really excited and anticipated to see what the next few weeks are going to do. So,
Well, this serves notice of the women's physique division. This takes nothing away from all the other women, but the fact that Autumn Swansen is back, you are now in the back of the mind of every other girl at the top of the division.
well, you always told me I was one that started this show, the leanness,
You did.
yeah.
The 2016 Autumn Swanson
You're
at
like,
the
it's
Arnold
your
Classic.
fault. You started it. You
You're
brought
the-
it, and then everyone else passed you up.
You took it to a whole nother level. You
Yeah,
absolutely
yeah.
did. And they've been chasing that look ever since.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree. And they've achieved it, and then some.
Well, we're happy to hear Sandy talk about it's time to pull things back a little bit, which is perfect for you because we all know your shape, your structure, your stage presence. Those are things that nobody's better than.
Thank you.
So we're really excited to see what happens in 6 weeks. Who out there do you want to thank?
My husband, Brent Swanson, as
Brent.
always.
There
You
he
guys,
is.
you and Sarah, Maximum Muscle Report. My sponsors, CJ and Kenny, opposing coach, Shelby, my now prep coach, Pro Tan for their awesome tan. The Stage Ready Hair is another one, and Muscle Leg. They are just so awesome. So if I left anyone out, sorry, but thanks for all of your support in making this happen. This isn't a cheap sport by any means, and it just means a lot for you guys to invest in Brent and I.
I want to take just 1 second quick because I think this is something that doesn't get recognized enough and doesn't happen often enough. Brent, can you come in here, please? So, Brent and Autumn have been married for a long time, and people talk about how hard it is to make it in this industry as a couple. But not only are you both successful competitors, you're the best of friends. And she would never be where she is without you, and you would never be where you are without her. The loudest voice in the arena, Was this beluga?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I couldn't have it any other way. It gets hard sometimes, but it's actually worked out pretty well for us both getting ready for shows together. So, you gonna do the Olympia amateur again?
I don't know. To be
Come
determined. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
Brent, what did this thing mean for you today, bud?
Like going back to the whole relationship thing, I just want to touch on that. You know, you can either use it to bond you guys and bring you together as a couple in this industry or tear you apart. I think it all depends on how you do things. As long as you keep the other person first, and even though it's a selfish sport and it can be selfish, if you live selfless and help the other person, it can work out. But this win, like I said, means a lot. I mean, other than the Arnold and Olympia, I mean, this is like a tier two show. And, this is the first time in a while where Autumn just had that look, back, when she placed fifth at the Olympia, won the Arnold. And I'm just excited to see what another 6 weeks of dieting and honing everything in can do. I feel like the field is wide open this year. And, I think a lot of people had counted her out. But after today's showing, I mean, she has a physique that you can't count out. And I'm not just saying that because I'm her husband.
It's a fact.
Yeah, it's a fact. So I couldn't be more proud, and just her work ethic. And when she got knocked down, she didn't stop. And I mean, that's just a life lesson that can be applicable, to anything you do in life.
Autumn Swansen is back. Everybody take note. The 2018 Olympia, here she comes. Maximum Muscle Report. Brent Swanson, Autumn Swanson, Mandus Buckle. We're out. We'll see you in 6 weeks.